IVM.
On this week's Football Twaddle, we talk about all the quarterfinals and we preview the semi-final and the final as well. And we have a special guest on the episode. Aditya Mattoo is on the show. He has a show on All India Radio called Rock the Jock, and it's a weekend show. And he supports Manchester United and is a closet England supporter, is what I'm led to believe. Coming up, Football Twaddle.
So welcome to another week on IVM. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. This week on Simplified in a Shorty, Naren and Shrikant simplify the phenomena of near-death experiences with interesting cases and scientific theories. On Pragati, Pawan and Hamsani are joined by economic policy expert Yazad Jal to discuss negative and positive rights. On the Scene and the Unseen, Amit Verma is joined by stand-up comedian Aditya Mattoo and our production controller Swati to discuss misogyny and popular culture. On Pulyabazi, Saurav and Pranay speak to Shruti Rajgopalan about the meaning and importance of property rights in India. This week on Shunya One, we have Suchita Salwan, founder and CEO of LBP, a local recommendations platform striving to discover all things new and old. On Hustle Science, Ranveer and Tejaswan speak to their buddy, tech entrepreneur and founder of Hello Inc., Angad Nadkarni, to understand his coding craze and a lot more about his stories. And now, on to your shows.
Hello, welcome to Football Twaddle. My name is Saru and we are almost at the end of the World Cup. Barus, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Kumar.
Hello, guys.
And we have a special guest. Aditya Mattoo is here.
Yes, I am.
And you can follow him on Twitter at the
Radio
Wala. Kana, as we were speaking last week, there's only one question we need to answer.
And we need to start off with this.
Baru?
This is the French version. Arrivé la maison, arrivé la maison. I'm assuming that's what it could be in.
In France, probably. But is it coming home, Baru?
Yeah, that is the question everyone's asking.
I hope not, because I just bought an Mbappe jersey like before the World Cup started, and I do not want that to go waste.
And
I could remove the APP at the end and just put RU, so Mbaru because.
Mbaru, that still doesn't make you English, man.
And the jersey is still French. So.
I did not think this through.
Alright, let's get a more nuanced answer. Mattoo.
The radio one.
I think it's between the winner of Belgium and France.
Yes, but is the... So
it's not coming home. It's definitely not coming home.
Oh, God. Don't you get that feeling now that...
I had it in the beginning of the whole World Cup, but now I'm just like, it's thanda pad gaya. Abhi nahi ho payega. I don't think.
Ab to semis tak pahunch. Ab to thodi na hoega.
Ab nahi hoega. They had a good run, but I don't think it's going to continue.
Is it because the English fans vandalized an IKEA store after beating Sweden?
And then British folks had to clean it up.
But I like the way IKEA, actually handled that whole situation. They were like, even we were really excited about this match. Oh, by the way, fish and chips for £1 only this weekend, guys.
But like nothing much they can do, right? Yeah. They can't get like the Swedish people to come and buy stuff. They have to sell it to the British.
What would IKEA do? Like ransack Marks and Spencer's?
All the time, man.
I think the British have already done that.
Oh, yeah, actually they do.
But the problem, I think that what we have arrived at is people are just not sure about which store to ransack if they defeat Croatia. So I think they might end up losing to them to save the nation the embarrassment of not knowing what to
like you don't want a bunch of angry Britishers on the streets.
Looking confused.
And you know what happened the last time they were out on the streets.
Oh, yes. Alright, so then, that's a good question for you then, Kumar. Has Britain and Russia avoided the greatest political game ever in the world of football?
I so wanted it to happen, because, it would have, like we were speaking last week also, it would have, continued the whole party atmosphere in Russia. The people would have been out on the streets just raising the bar if they'd won the quarterfinals. And then facing England. A lot of England fans have already not travelled for the very reason that they were scared of running into the Russians. And imagine the stadium if it is Russia versus England.
That would have been brutal, man. That's exactly so. And we all know what happened in Marseille. So you actually think Russia purposely lost it for world peace?
If you look at the manager's reaction, not at all. It felt like he would kill someone on the pitch that day.
I would have loved to see Putin in the final there, sitting there on the top, sitting like the boss, I own this shit. I would have loved to see that.
He will now come for the final, I
don't think he didn't come. Has he come for any match?
He came for the Saudi match.
Oh, he did come for that.
So Putin basically travels to the matches which they are sure to win.
Yeah, and this is something which
which they fixed that he'll definitely come.
And this was tweeted out by Gary Kasparov, his biggest political rival. He said that, if you see Putin at the match, be wary that, something is going on, because he only goes to...
He's not wasting his time on a football match.
And when the biggest political...
not like that. I mean, it's not good propaganda if he's seen in a match that they lose.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, like that. But imagine how, I mean, yes, Russian people are all party people. We enjoyed, but imagine...
For this month.
For this month. But imagine his biggest political rival is an ex-chess player who lives in the US.
I mean, like...
Someone had to do it, perhaps.
Yes. So, Baru...
But there was only one word regarding that party atmosphere that we actually got from the mouth of a Russian guy himself. Propaganda.
Yeah.
But then,
What? That was Arush.
It's all propaganda.
No, it was the Russians also. Yeah, I heard it from a couple of Russians. Yeah.
What, that it was just made up for this time
they
being just
said
a show?
They've been told to act a particular way by the government, to behave basically, and to put on a good show for...
Yeah,
I think, but that everyone does that, right? I mean, I remember South Africa...
Brazil didn't.
Brazil had like their own problems to solve, that which they did.
Delhi in 2010 didn't.
That's...
We did, dude. What other country would give you like toilet paper rolls for 70,000 rupees
they
a roll?
didn't.
There was a thing?
Yeah.
We bought it for that.
No. We gave you toilet paper rolls worth
70,000 rupees, yeah.
Oh man, I
Talk
think
about hospitality.
I know. Okay, talking a little about football.
That.
Can we get back to it?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, England beating Sweden 2-0.
I told you that was going to happen.
Sunderland
Especially after you were supporting Sweden, so it was...
Yeah, so your streak is still on, is it?
No,
Yeah,
no.
I think Belgium
I
broke.
supported Belgium.
Belgium broke his streak.
Yes. Yeah, so Sunderland is going to win the World Cup. Jordan Pickford and Jordan Henderson. How?
Imagine Jordan Pickford, Harry Maguire, then you have Jamie Vardy. And that's the thing, sir, like a lot of people in the present team, like if you look at a couple of years ago also, they were playing in the lower tiers. Jamie Vardy is from Fleetwood Town. Even Harry Maguire has just got into the Premier League a couple of seasons back. So that's the thing, these people have, like you say, they faced a lot of hardship. They're not like the golden generation.
Poor boys.
They come the ranks.
Yeah, it's not like the golden generation.
You thought those Thai boys have it easy?
Boys? Okay.
What part of Thailand did your mind go to there?
I don't know, man.
And yes, technically boys, to answer your question.
Exactly, so
Yes.
reverse psychology.
Mattu, are you a Sunderland fan?
No, not really. I'm just like I like a good football game at the end of the weekend.
Okay, Baru,
So you did not watch... So I'm assuming you didn't watch China under 17 versus India under 17 this weekend.
No, I definitely did not watch that. Did it happen actually?
Typical.
Yeah. Typical good football fans.
Typical
So
Kashmiri.
India actually lost or drew against Thailand also.
Alright, now let's get back to
because half of
wonder
their
why.
half of their team was stuck in a cave.
Oh god. Now,
Even then.
why are we joking about this?
Yeah, I know, right? Kumar.
Yeah, dude, just like rein in your sense of humor, okay?
Yeah.
Just talk about the game. Yeah, Pickford, go on.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers with the boys.
The latest.
They're out, right?
The
I
latest
think
is 8 people.
eight of them are out, and like the 4 boys and the coach still left. But yeah, they'll get them out tomorrow.
Okay. Yes. So can we talk about Jordan Pickford?
Yeah, so no, the point I was making before this was, when you talk about the golden generation also, they were all people from the age of 18, 19 went into the big clubs. You talk about, schools.
Man, there have been so many golden generations of so many teams.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm so
no,
confused.
the-
Which golden generation is this?
The David Beckham one with the golden balls.
The class of 98.
See, on one hand you have David Beckham, who everyone used to call him like, golden balls, and now you have Maguire, who probably used to mine gold in the mine somewhere.
And
This is the relation.
In between that, we had some golden generation which Rio Ferdinand keeps talking about.
That was the same team.
Was Jack Wilshere a part of any golden generation?
He will
Yeah,
be
the hospital
of,
era.
of West Ham's golden generation.
Hospitals, golden generation.
But do you think it would have been that
Holy
easy
Cross
for
banger.
England if Jordan Pickford had not even saved like one goal? Like one goal had he let go because of his
No,
amazing saves.
It would have been easy for England if Januza had not scored that goal.
Yeah.
I think that was the stupidest play that could probably end up with Belgium losing the World Cup for that one goal. Yeah, imagine Belgium facing Sweden and Colombia
They would
instead of beating Brazil and France.
Yeah, Lukaku would definitely be ahead on the
On the goal scoring.
Goal scoring.
Okay. So did you watch all the 4 quarterfinals?
Yes, I did. So, like, coming back to the thing, so you guys agreed to the whole thing of what it was said between England and Belgium, whosoever wins, it would have been. You think it wouldn't have made a difference?
I don't agree
it
to it.
would have made a difference.
I don't agree to it because Belgium did beat Brazil, so yeah.
No,
whatever.
but would England have done that in that place?
That is the question.
They probably could have. Brazil were quite
please.
bad.
Have you seen England play? Like they're not scored from open play.
Okay.
They did,
The
right?
Golden
They
Boot
did
has
that
Delhi
one,
goal,
yeah.
The Golden Boot contender has like 3 penalty
Penalties.
goals. And
Yeah.
this is so pathetic, man.
A deflected shot which we
Shame
saw.
off his calf.
Which we saw.
He didn't even know that he scored a hat-trick.
Yeah, someone had to love it.
Who's number 2 in the list?
Lukaku
He's
with
on
4 goals.
Lukaku with 4 goals.
And then Chirche won 3.
No, even Shishev is on
Chirche
4.
won 4, yeah. He scored
more than
Mbappe
that.
is on
3, I think, yeah.
along with a bunch of other people.
Do you count Luka Modric's all penalty shootout?
No, the shootouts are not counted.
They're not?
No.
I mean, they should for Modric at least. No?
Yeah, well, I don't think he knew that because he was missing during the game and scoring in the penalty shootout. So.
Yeah, so just give one to him.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'll talk to Infantino.
Yeah, all right.
No signal in the studio, man.
Oh, did you see that, by the way? Infantino writes a letter to the Thai boys. They're in the cave, right? They're in the cave. They have no idea. They're like, how do we survive? And
Oxygen
Infantino writes, our thoughts and prayers are with you. If you guys make it out, I would like to take you to the final for the World Cup.
And at that moment, Saru was like, where's the nearest cave?
Yeah, I
Did you find one?
I went to Bandra Fort. It wasn't the same effect though. Alright, let's talk about Russia versus Croatia.
What a game.
Oh,
I think the Russians, everyone criticized them against Spain for being too defensive. None of that in this game. They were at it like from the start. They gave Croatia a very good fight. Could have probably nicked it if Semedo was not too cocky for the first penalty.
Yeah, but Croatia played so well after the halftime. They didn't like...
Yeah, but again, you look at it, they had, I think, 20 to 23 shots,
Yes.
Croatia, but all of them were from outside the box.
Yeah.
Apart from that one shot which hit the post and went out from Rakitic, I think it was.
How good was Russia's first goal?
There have been so many good goals this time. Like, I don't think... Since I started watching 2002, I don't think any World Cup has had such quality of good goals till now. Like, I remember even from the first game, Cherchev scored in the first game. So he scored 2. Those were good goals. And Pavard in the last game.
And Nacho scored for France.
Xhaka.
Yeah, that and Shaqiri, with the Ukrainian and Kosovian celebration.
Albanian.
Kosovo. Where's Kosovo?
Wow.
Albania.
I think so, yeah.
Serbia / Yugoslavia. Let's just call it Yugoslavia.
So he did the celebration. There are so many good goals, and I mean, this one was also.
Or you think the keeper could have done better for that goal? He didn't seem to.
Even Mertens basically started it off.
Yeah.
With the volley, right?
With the volley, half volley, whatever. But I think currently I'd say Pavard
was a thing of beauty.
The
was
angle,
once
the
in a-
technique. Once in a,
Tukka tha,
more like twice in a tournament because Nacho just pulled off a very
But
similar one.
Nachos was like a rocket. Pavard had a curve to it also.
No, even Nacho was very similar to that.
I think what Kanavi is saying is Nacho can do it, Pavard can't. So Pavard ka tukka tha and Nacho's was not.
No, I said Pavard was technically better.
And suddenly everyone wants to buy. Somebody put in a bid for Pavard, right? I think PSG probably.
Yeah, but I think
Really?
he plays for what? Leverkusen, right? No,
No, not Mönchengladbach.
he got relegated.
Kaiserslautern.
Yeah, one of the teams which got relegated, I
Yeah.
guess. We'll have to check up on that. Please don't send us like hate mail like saying you guys don't know where Pavard plays because we all know. Even you came to know like 15 minutes ago. So yeah, whatever. Yeah, talking about the France game, or wait, let's continue with the Russia game before the goal. So Russia just never refused to like lose. I thought in extra time once Croatia scored,
It would be over.
It's done with.
Yeah, and even before the goal, they were like attacking for a good portion of the half. Again, comes down to half of the Croatia team being injured also.
Yeah.
And Subasic, you have to give him credit for hanging in there after getting a hamstring injury in the 87th minute.
Will he play for the semi-final?
I don't think so.
No.
And that's why England has a good advantage because
That's what the news is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Baru, what do you think about Fernandes? He scored a goal, he missed a penalty.
Yeah, but how's he like a Russian? Is
Yeah.
the only question.
Even I actually thought, I'm like, who is this guy? Like,
Yeah, why is there always like one Mexican sounding guy in these European teams? Like even France has this guy,
Fernandes.
Hernandez.
Yeah.
Fernandez.
Francis Hernandez.
They're either all Mexican or all Goans.
Goan? What do you mean Portuguese?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
No, I think it makes sense for Fernandez to end up in the Russia team. I think.
Like,
And somebody was discovered at Palolem probably, or Ashram.
Oh. Man, this is so late.
But I think it's like the Diogo Costa thing. Get out of Brazil, probably get a chance somewhere. And
But at
Russia,
least
who expected Russia to do so well?
Diego still landed in Iberia, right? This guy he took the wrong ride from Juhu and he ended up
He's still doing the whole Goa, Palolem,
getting there.
Bandra.
There used to be a time in Google Maps you could go from point A to any point B in the world.
Goa to Moscow.
Anything. And they would actually add these funny things in the middle, like swim across the Pacific.
Isn't
and
that
now
a
it's
thing
not
now?
there anymore.
That was Apple Maps, I think. Apple Maps
No,
had
this
that
is
bug.
Google
also
Apple
had
Maps
it.
actually did it. Actually sent you to the
Drive. Anyway.
Yeah, and France to Uruguay 0.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy win for France.
Because there was no Cavani.
No Cavani.
That's the only reason.
And the man you picked out to be the star for the
And I don't think
the quarterfinals.
Yes.
Who?
Yeah, Saru in the last podcast.
Cavani?
He said that Cavani was going to be the star
No
and
wonder.
take Uruguay to the
No wonder.
He didn't
This
even-
explains everything.
He didn't even get on the pitch.
And I don't think Suarez played.
Suarez
Did
played,
he?
yeah.
Are you sure?
Like what?
Can we please pull out the...
Bite marks on the French players.
I don't think he likes French food though.
Oh,
So that's why, that didn't happen.
yeah. But how easy? That seems so easy for France. It was like the most boring of all the...
Yeah, let's use that cliche, that walk in the park. No?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
So was it a walk in the park, Baru?
For Griezmann,
Oui.
definitely.
Oui.
But yeah, that brings us to the Belgium versus Brazil game.
Yes.
And
Before that actually, France and, Griezmann's goal.
The second goal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like...
Yeah,
It was all him, right? There was a slight swerve on the ball.
yeah.
The keeper was like...
And he hadn't conceded.
We're not
ages.
going to score.
He was going for he was going to catch it, but then he tried to flip it out
Yeah,
or
I
something.
think he moved too much and the ball served. He over...
He was doing one of those fancy handshakes, and...
like hand clap this and
Yeah.
or like a French mime.
Yeah.
was different.
Stuck in the box.
Smooth.
Very smooth. Anyway, we take a break right now, and after the break, we talk about Belgium versus Brazil, and we talk about the semi-finals and the finals, because the next recording will be after the final,
Alright.
when it's coming home, or after it's come home, whatever.
Arrivé la pension.
Yes. Stay tuned to Football Twaddle.
Hi, I'm Vishal Gondal, an entrepreneur. I've had the chance to meet and understand how some of the super achievers have hacked their way to success, and they have done spectacular innovations. Now I take a closer look at these people's lives to find out what lies beneath the force, only on the Vishal Gondal Show. Episodes out fortnightly on Wednesdays on the IVM website, app, or your favorite podcasting platform.
Welcome back to Football Twaddle. The four of us are still here. So let's talk about Belgium-Brazil. The game which was touted to be the biggest game of the quarterfinals.
And it did turn out to be pretty entertaining.
As entertaining as Russia-Croatia.
That was more drama because last minute goals always bring that up. But yeah, I think Belgium countered the Brazilian threat very well.
Yeah, they did. So Baru, do you think Brazil lost because Neymar didn't roll long enough on the floor?
Neymar started in the first half. He entered the match on 14 minutes.
No, he got done with his 15 minutes quota per tournament. And that is why he had to stop mid-roll. You noticed, right? This mid-roll, he just stood up and he just couldn't do it anymore.
Did in the game, did the referee threaten Neymar? I'll give you a yellow card if you roll once more or something?
The number of picks that are coming up where people are just staring and smiling at Neymar.
This is the pick from the Switzerland game.
It's crazy.
There's Berami and...
बहुत बेरहमी से देख रहा था उसको नेमार को.
Yeah, so what do you like? Do you like Neymar?
I'm ambivalent towards him. I don't watch much of... I just only watch English Premier League. Should I say it? Continue saying that?
Yeah.
But
You never said it till now, so you may as well just start saying it.
You didn't say it out loud yet. It was all in your head.
But I think this World Cup, it was a very lackluster performance, and also the jumping around, diving down, jumping around rather, didn't really help it. And I think the Belgium game, it was Belgium through and through.
No, in the second half, Brazil played all right.
Like mostly.
After
at the
the
end,
changes
After Renato Augusto came
came in,
yeah.
probably, but
they ended it like pretty well. Brazil, that bombardment of...
And Couto made a very good save.
Of Neymar.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is not the start. Neymar had more haircuts during the World Cup than goals. He got 3 haircuts. So he started off with that long Maggie. Then he turned into short Maggie. And then for the quarters he was back. So he's like
With
turning
into...
basically turning into a certain Paul we know.
No, Paul Pogba is alright. At least he's
not.
He's turned the other way around. He's had the same haircut for the entire World Cup.
right? Yeah,
How did he manage that? There was no blue streaks also. Like,
No.
what's happening?
Yeah, no, he only did that for the City game.
When he's really angry at a team. So did Manchester City lose the game for Brazil?
I think no.
No?
Man.
You're not blaming Fernandinho
No,
for the loss?
it was anyways going in if it had not deflected off Fernandinho also.
How did it go then?
Like without a deflection.
Yeah, they would have saved it, right? The keeper would have saved it otherwise. It's just that I think Brazil were just too cocky, thinking that they can just beat Belgium.
No, I don't think they would be cocky with Belgium. Belgium has been the dark horses, since the tournament started. Been on a good run also.
Yeah. By the way,
Just because they have a sizable amount of migrants. don't use such terms. Man.
Just
I like how everything is coming around, like all dark things are coming up.
Yeah, what are you saying?
Immigration is coming now.
Oh, hey, enough of you and your racist
Yeah,
comments.
what's with this Kashmiri comments, man? Like, what's with me?
When was the last time they gave 3 Jammu Kashmiri people a platform to speak?
Oh,
He's got
it.
Welcome to Football Corner.
Well, we tried calling Wadu. That's what you want to talk about. All right,
I think next time we should just get the Royal Kashmir.
Man,
Yeah,
I would.
real Kashmir.
Real Kashmir.
By the way, Baru, even Belgium has a golden generation running right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, they've been having it since the past 4 years now.
And
Like,
Croatia's
they
goal.
were actually rank one
a
in
generation
the last
is like
World Cup.
supposed to be 8-10 years.
I think
Yes.
Euros, they were rank 1. When the Euros came in last Euros, Belgium was rank 1 that time.
In the world, yeah.
Yeah.
And Swiss are like top 6, right?
Yeah, and Croatia also has this golden generation going on right now. So I don't think
I think 98 was Croatia's golden generation.
because of one guy.
Yeah, I mean, Davor Šuker that was his end.
Yeah.
All right.
I think now is actually Croatia's
No,
golden
but
generation.
apart from Modric, there's no other global star. Like Rakitic
is
is not there yet.
Then that guy,
Mandzukic.
who's the Real Madrid
Exactly.
guy?
Point proved.
Mandzukic.
Mandzukic.
Kovacic is there.
Kovacic is
Kovacic
too
is
young.
there.
Yeah.
What about
Subasic.
He's Subasic for all practical purposes.
Yeah, but how good were Belgium as well? They were they're trying to prove Anuzai wrong, and they're getting the
I think
wins
that
now.
is
stepped up
going
to that
be,
challenge.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun semi-final. France against Belgium, because France have not really got into that streak yet. While Belgium, even the last, I think against England also they did pretty well, even with a weakened team.
Okay, here's something interesting for you guys to know. If it's an England versus Belgium final and England win the final, it'll be probably the first time, I think, a team has won the World Cup without beating any of the past winners.
Yeah,
I've done some
and I think
research.
this is, we have a 50% chance of a new winner coming in, so either Belgium or Croatia.
Yeah, but if Belgium comes in, they were beaten They've
Already.
beaten England and Brazil,
Brazil,
right?
they
So
will
they've
keep
beaten
winning.
the past winners.
Yeah,
And
Croatia, Spain, at
and
least
France.
that's there.
No, Croatia's beaten
Spain, first
Argentina.
First round
Croatia
also.
beat
Yeah.
Argentina in
Argentina.
the group stages.
Yeah.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
We're not talking about youth World Cup winners. We're talking about real World Cup winners. All right, so now the semi-finals is set, which is Belgium versus France and Croatia versus England. What do you guys want to talk about first? Which amazing match you want to talk about first?
I think Croatia versus England. How is England going to do it?
In penalty shootout, I think it's going to be dramatic.
It's funny how the one thing that English players didn't want throughout any of the previous tournaments, a penalty shootout. And now suddenly that's become their trump card. It's like, we can defeat you guys in penalty
Yeah, and
shootout.
how if Eric Dyer can score a winning penalty, then anything is possible.
Speaking of Indian penalties, what is the whole Henderson ritual? Juggling the ball and then being all cocky.
Yeah, but then
Yeah, he's
I
friends
think
with-
Scholes,
I
did
think
he really
he's-
say that?
He's friends with James Milner, right? Some of the flamboyance is rubbed off.
Rubbing
So
off.
how many games now since Henderson has been in the losing side?
30.
Man.
30 games since it started for England, and England have never lost.
Wow, that's
Is it just England or even club?
No,
No,
England.
club is Liverpool. They've lost. They lost the
With
Champions
Henderson.
League final with Henderson.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's for England. Yeah.
Yeah, but will Croatia have this? They played like 240 minutes in the last like 2
Yeah,
games.
and like you could see in the Russia game, half of their team was
Injured.
injured. So Vasalko was injured. Subasic played on like one leg for 30 minutes. Even Mandzukic was almost done.
Mandzukic had pretty much given up at the
Yeah.
end. He could barely make a run to get the ball also.
But
From
that's how he is even in the first minute. So, so it really doesn't.
at least he puts in an
No, but
effort.
yeah, like two consecutive matches going to 120 minutes and then playing another game 2 days after. I think it's going to be difficult for Croatia.
No, but they do have Lovren, right? Who is going to...
Who's never run in this tournament, so
Yeah.
he's fresh.
He's as fresh as it gets.
And they should just get in Korlunka as his defensive partner.
Oh God! But there is a realistic chance England will be in a World Cup final. Oh my God! Can't even believe
Who would
I'm
have
saying
who would have
that.
imagined that like at the start of the tournament also?
man, nobody.
No, no one. But there was like I think on Bet365 there was a thing running for if England reaches semi-final, there was a 20-1 odds or something.
Okay.
Oh, man.
And you would have made a lot of money.
Football Twaddle does not promote betting.
Yet.
In India.
Yeah, so, and then the next one is Belgium,
I
France.
think Belgium France is going to be.
Baru, why even supporting any? You should support both the teams. Belgium is half France anyway, right?
Yeah, but France is... Wait for it. Full France.
Not half Africa?
No, it is half Africa.
Isn't it half Africa?
But it's full France.
Yeah, so there are two French sides playing. Why do you care?
There's one full French side, one half. There might be some Dutch people in that also, right? In the Belgium.
That's the only reason you support.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so how's that match going to go?
Well, the way I look at it, it's going to be... I mean, finally, after the Argentina match, this is going to be France's next
big
big
performance.
test. Because if they clear this, as the radio wala said, it's true. I mean, then it's Arrive
Yeah,
la machin.
but when you see even the Argentina game, they did end up conceding 3 goals. It's just that the Argentine
One of the
defense
goals was
the Argentine defense was so bad that they couldn't stop Mbappe.
But
that is not going
But
to
this
happen
is
with,
that Argentina side which defeated Nigeria.
No, but
So,
you know, Mbappe against Vertonghen and Alderweireld is not going to get as much space and time as
run,
he
yeah.
does Argentina.
but they're Spurs players. You can't even trust them with anything.
like in the finals,
Oh,
till then,
yes.
they're good.
But since you invoked the radio wala,
But I think it'll be yeah, you saying?
do you think Fellaini is not an issue for France to clear? Who won the game? Oh, let's put it here. Who won the game for Belgium against Brazil?
De Bruyne.
No way, go away.
or the one before that.
Fellaini, yes.
I think you're
Like,
a part of that.
I've supported like United or Fellaini for like 3 years. Like, yeah, वो disappointment की आदत हो चुकी है. But like, it's still not sunk in that he did so well.
Come on, man. Why can't you just accept the fact that Fellaini is one of the 4 more stars?
He has like, I mean, at least last season he did his fair bit. He
Yeah.
came in and like he did like I accept that, but I don't know how it'll turn out in the semi-final, man. I really don't know.
Fellaini finally has Mattoo's approval.
Yes.
Partial approval. Half France. Half approval or like that.
He approves it.
Yes. Do you still get confused between Axel Witsel and Fellaini?
That is
Afro.
Wait a minute. You're saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Or are you thinking for yourself or something? Because
I took like 50 minutes,
Like
then I figured.
projection.
I took 50
Yeah.
you
minutes.
can't project your.
let me ask you another question. Are you still confused between Alex Witsel
And this is
Fellaini?
after seeing them on the pitch live
Yeah, but-
from the stands,
but Fellaini
and then
ca-
3 times on television.
Fellaini came as substitute, right, in that game we saw
But
live.
Witsel
I
was still there.
He was waiting for each of those players to turn around so that he could see the
Number.
jersey
Jersey
number.
number.
Dude, on that screen, the big screen was just not clear at all. So it's not my fault.
When you're saying big screen, are you talking about the stadium? Because that was the biggest screen you've seen in that tournament.
or Guru Kripa.
Guru Kripa. The stadium, I was pretty confident because I saw who was missing the chances. It was like Fellaini or Batshuayi.
Batshuayi.
So it was quite easy. Yeah. So, but there's no chance for Belgium. You obviously won't give any chance for Belgium.
No, there is a chance, but personally, I mean, France is through.
All right. So let's get some predictions in. Mattoo, to start with you, England and Croatia.
England. I think they'll cut down Modric and co.
And the score is going to be Mattoo. Sorry, Matt.
I was so happy. That did not even make any sense.
I don't know. There was a 2 in there. Matoo.
So if there are 2 goals, like 1-1 bhi chalega, then we'll take that. Like 1-1, 2 goals are there.
All right, another one. Belgium and France.
I have a feeling Belgium-France will come down to one moment of some individual brilliance.
And
Mbappe has a run, Lukaku does something. I think you can take anyone can predict, but the amount of quality in both the sides, it might just come down to just one moment of like a Pavard goal or something like that. I think that's the one that I'm looking for. I think England-Croatia will be a very, like a jagged game. It won't be that fluent at least.
But who will win? Belgium?
Belgium, I'm going for Belgium.
Cool.
Yeah, I go for Belgium and Croatia.
Badu.
Oh.
France and Croatia.
France.
Have we finally come to the biggest prediction?
Whose?
Yours.
Aw.
Belgium, Croatia.
So that means the final is going to be France, England.
That rivalry, rekindle that channel.
That's
rivalry.
because secretly I want the football to come.
Shut. Don't say it. Just zip it. On that note,
Saru, is it? Do you think it is?
Just end it. Don't let him say it. Can we end this?
Is it
coming home?
Do you think?
I think.
Yes!
On that note, thanks, Mattoo.
Thanks a lot for having me.
And yeah, please do come over more often.
Yes, I will.
And you can follow Aditya at the Radio Wala. And for other...
You made it sound like the Hawala.
Yeah.
Just because
We're from J&K.
No, we've already done that joke. We can't do it again. And you guys can follow us on Twitter at the Footy Twaddle, Instagram and Facebook Football Twaddle. Please rate us on iTunes. Baru bye.
Adios, chico.
Okay.
Oh wait, French now.
The Mexican is
over.
And Kana.
Goodbye.
Yes, this is such a shining light in this whole production. And this is Saru signing off. Football Twaddle. Bye bye.
Why don't we talk about mental illness? For that matter, we don't even talk about emotional wellness. And if we can't talk about either of these basic, very basic aspects of being human, what do we do when we just feel like something's not right?
Hi, I'm Zain.
And I'm Avanti.
And this is Marbles Lost and Found, the show where we invite conversations about mental health and illness and just get people to talk about it, because it's okay to do so. Catch Marbles Lost and Found every Tuesday on the IVM app, website, or anywhere you get your podcasts from.